Alright, it's been a while since I did a F1 stream. I think it's been 2 seasons. In fairness, I've not been able to watch many races last season because of work scheduling. Last week I could have watched the F1 actually, but I stayed up all night to watch something else. So, but yeah, I can hear myself. So my work schedule, every 3 weeks I get 2 Sundays off. So I got a good chance of not missing an F1 race. Actually, when I got this job, right, I had an option for another job, and the other job was working every Sunday, like 9 to 6. And part of the reason I didn't take it was because I couldn't watch F1 that much. So yeah. I don't expect many people to be on because obviously most of my viewers are Australian. And most of you are here for like AFL and other stuff. So, but yeah, we used to have a lot of fun in these streams a couple of years ago. But yeah, see if Norris can catch up to at least reduce the deficit of Verstappen in this race. I'm still confident Verstappen win the championship, but considering he's starting 7th, and you know the grid is a lot tighter now compared to last season, he can't just zoom off into 1st. And Norris has got rocket ship right now, so we'll see how that goes down. Let me check the calendar actually, because so it's 2 o'clock. It's race time. Obviously there'll be formation lap first. I'm gonna check the F1. Why is that here? Okay. I was wondering what I was doing though. Hope this website updates itself as well as I think it will. Red Bull got to get to lap 30 on the hards to get the one-stop strategy, is what I'm hearing from the commentators. So what date is Baku? I can watch Baku. I can watch Singapore. US, nah, I can't watch the US one. But I can watch Mexico and Brazil. I can watch Las Vegas. I've not got my schedule beyond that, but it's 2 races beyond that. You see, there's that being able to watch most of the races compared to missing every single race except for the ones in the US. I feel like I picked the right job choice. Weekend attendance 335,000. I'm not sure that's the highest. I went to Monza a couple years ago. I sat on the main straight. It was I did it in one day as well. I flew out. I was working until 10 p.m. the night before. And I booked the holiday for the Sunday. And the flight the flight to Milan was only like 20 quid. It was like a really cheap flight to Milan on race day, 20 quid. I obviously booked it a few months before, but still. But then obviously because I was doing it in a day, I had to get a taxi. So I took a taxi from Milan airport. Normally, I've been to Milan a couple times before. Normally the taxi rank is like for the taxis. On race day, there was like no taxis there for a good 10 minutes, so we had to wait a bit. I saw an bunch of American people who were also going to the race. They also just arrived that day. We were talking about the race a bit, and then the taxi I got in, he didn't even drop me at the racetrack. He dropped me like an hour walk away from the racetrack, And I paid €150 from Milan Airport to Monza, but not really Monza. I was away from the racetrack, like an hour walk away. €150 to a taxi. The race ticket, which I bought months before, obviously, was €400. Obviously, because it's a grandstand, and it was on the main straight. So I just went for the ticket I really wanted, which was that. And on the way back, the taxi back was €110. And then the flight back was 65 quid. And then the flight was delayed as well. Obviously, Ryanair, what do you expect? Came home at like 2, 3 a.m. Back to work the next day at 2 p.m. But a 2 p.m. start is not that bad. Imagine I have to work in the morning. Here's lights out. I'm watching on Now TV, so my thing might be like a couple minutes behind. Russell was gone off. Great start. Alright, Ferrari 3rd and 4th. That's what I like. That's what I like. McLaren are too fast, aren't they? They might dominate next season. To be fair, hello GV, how you doing? Looks like the walk has done me good. The what? The what walk? I've not been working out. The two halves going at it. I love how a lot of the teams are like close together. The walk to Monza. Yeah, but that was 2 years ago though. I vlogged the whole thing as well. It's on my personal channel. I didn't vlog the part where I went to work the night before and went back to work the next day. But I vlogged the part where I literally had like 3 hours sleep as well. I was living off like I didn't get food at Monza because they had like a token system. You got to buy tokens to then buy food, and I saw the queues. I'm just like nah, and I only got to the track like an hour and a half before the race started. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm good. So I had a little meal deal at the W.A. Smith at the airport in England. Had a sandwich, crisp and drink, and I had like 3 hours sleep, and that's what I was living off the entire day. Because I did like 7 a.m. flight. I get home at like 3 a.m. because of a delayed flight, and then back to work next day. I was gonna refresh the site, but it's not. It's refreshed itself. That's good. This site's a bit slow. There is like an official F1 standing site, but you got to pay for it. I think it's only like £20 a year, but I haven't bought it. That's the point. I can't remember what it's called either. What's it called? F1 Live. I'm gonna search F1 Live Score and see if it pops up. Apparently you can get it free now, but yeah. Gotta log in, which I don't have. Russell's really struggling. The question is, when does he pit? And is his race ruined, or like they're gonna have to get strategy perfect? And he's just losing time by staying out there as well. Go on, Charles. I'm just happy that Ferrari are, not looking like the McLarens are running away from them, because obviously Leclerc's in second now, within a second of Piastri. Excuse me. Especially after the start, I was fully expecting like a McLaren 1-2. And I wasn't expecting Ferrari to get third and fourth of turn 1, so... If we can somehow get both Ferraris in the podium, that'd be great. Unlikely. But great. Obviously, George Russell having a bad start did help. Excuse me. Navari says tremendous camera work. Isn't it just a mounted GoPro or something? Not a GoPro, but it's mounted, right? I didn't even see the incident with Danny getting ours. George Russell's wing is done, mate. Completely done. Give me a sec. So I'm gonna get this, I don't know why it's full screen, it should be just a chat. Don't know where I'd put it though. Also need to... Hulkenberg's in the pits. Guess just put it there, but I don't know where to put it really. I'll put it there. Reckon Max be happy with just some points. But if McLaren keep doing well, you never know. The championship points could be a bit lower. I still think Max will win it, but like the way the season's going, you never know. Like Lewis was far behind Max in 2021. I know Max still won, but he won on the very last race. Then again, obviously, there was the Silverstone crash, so that did help. Norris has not had that with Max. They have crashed, but Norris hasn't cost Max a race completely and won. And it was also early in the season that happened. Going for the one-stopper McLaren. I know everyone's got a pit still, but Hulkenberg's got to be screwed. Surely he has to pit again. Sonoda's retired. Only 8 laps in, but we have a first DNF of the race. Wow, Hulkenberg's not last. I love this Ocon first person angle, I love it. Ricardo got a penalty, I assume for the Hulkenberg incident. Took him a while for that, but you know. Wait, Hulkenberg's got a penalty as well. 10 seconds for this, another incident. Yeah, he really is done for. He's already had to pit early. And now he's got a further time penalty. So Sonoda's finished one race in Monza. that's kind of depressing. That he didn't start 2 of them, and then he finished 14th in one, and now he's DNF'd. That's just like that's unfortunate. That is. Alonso in the points. Shame for Ricciardo that he's got a time penalty, because he's right behind Alonso. Gonna have to gonna work a little bit harder. Ricciardo trying too hard, man. Russell obviously still going. Perez is now on him, like a rash. Yeah, Perez will overtake him quite easily, yeah. Good pass. Magnussen gets past Ricardo. That was good overtake. That was nice. I definitely should have, when I went to Monza 2 years ago, I definitely should have sat near turn 1 instead of on the straight. Definitely feels like the best place to sit is like in a DRS zone or an overtaking zone, but like right at the end of it. Wow, McLaren have a plan A and a plan B, yeah? That's less plans than Ferrari. Russell pits. Pitting on lap 12 and trying to do a one-stopper may be a risk, but it could work. Alright, Russell's now 16th. Is it updating on the screen? It is. That's good. The website can be quite dodgy. Hello Nick, how you doing? Welcome. I think it's only a matter of time before Max overtakes Lewis. I know he's not close to him right now, but he will be. If Piastri keeps this up, gets the pit strategy right, this could be his. It could be another win for him. So glad Ferrari got the second and fourth there. If we can hold that, that'd be great, especially at home. I was catching up to Leclerc a little bit. I don't like it. I mean, they got the pace to get a 1-2. They got a 1-2 a few years ago with Norris and Danny Rick. Can happen again. I really like the graphics they put on this broadcast now. It's good. So you can probably expect the scoreboard next to me to update before I see something because I'm watching on Now TV. Now TV is I'm not sponsored, by the way. I'm just explaining what it is. It's a streaming service for Sky Sports. So it's Sky Sports without having to pay a subscription for it, but you still pay a monthly fee. But it's cheaper. But it's also 2 minutes behind. Sometimes it's like only a minute behind, but I don't know how far behind this is. But it's maximum 2 minutes. Whoa, Norris. Norris, that wasn't the best pit entry, mate. I don't know about that one. Watching F1 makes you want to play F1. I love the F1 game. It's really fun. Let's see if this Norris pit works out for him. The pit entry was dodgy, but not the worst stop. Norris comes out behind Ocon. He should get past him, but you never know. And I think Ocon will just give it up. Okay. He didn't give it up, but McLaren just too fast, which is fair. I think it's like 130 behind. Okay. Yeah, it's the Now TV thing. I don't know why they don't put it as like live, but yeah. Essentially, you pay like it's like a streaming service basically, and you cancel when you want. The catch is that it's not exactly live on time. It would be a bit behind. But yeah, they got obviously because it's Sky, they got plenty of Premier League, Championship, plenty of football to watch on there. But yeah, I might do football streams after AFL season is over, just to like have something on the channel. Even though most people will be asleep when these games are on, I'll be able to watch F1 as well more often. So the pit definitely worked for Norris. Arsenal's draw at home didn't help. Yeah, it is what it is. I think we had a lot of big chances that we should have scored. And the red card, I think if the red card didn't happen, I feel like we would have got the win there. But it is what it is, you know. Our next two games are Tottenham away and Man City away, so how fun. Yeah, Brighton are a bogey team for us, especially at home. Brighton Brighton have like won. They got 3 draws and 2 wins at the Emirates now, I think. That's fair enough, Nick. But Brighton played well. They played very well. The red card did help you a lot, though. But it's fair enough. I'll give credit where it's due. Brighton did play very well. I should stream more games. I'll probably stream more when A4 season is over. It's just that today I got a lot of videos to record. So I probably won't do a stream for Man United Liverpool, even though it's a massive game. I'm so glad. When I would, because obviously I mentioned at the start of the stream anyway. I mention it again. I had 2 options for job, for a new job late July. the two options were either the job I got now or the job that works every Sunday. The other option I had was every single Sunday, but it was also 9 to 6, which is a nice little time zone. But I, I didn't choose that specifically because if I work every single Sunday 9 to 6, I'm missing every single race except Brazil, any US race, and Canada and Mexico. I'd watch like 5 races a season. And at my current job, I didn't know what my schedule would be, but now I know it. Every 3 weeks, I work one Sunday every 3 weeks. So that drastically increases the chances of me watching F1. And I could have watched last week as well, but because I stayed up all night to watch AFL, I couldn't stay up further. So Danny Rick has got another time penalty, this time for failing to serve the time penalty correctly. Tottenham scored but offside. Oh, Newcastle winning, yeah? What time in Oz? Well, things will change soon because October, November, clocks start changing. So our clocks will go back and yours will go forward because they're opposite seasons. So it's going to go, right now it's a 9 hour difference to Melbourne from London. In about a couple months it'll be 11 hours different. So right now I think it's 11:30 Melbourne time, but it would be 1:30 a.m. in a couple months time. It's Melbourne time. So not 1:30, yeah, 1:30 a.m. Yeah, it is 1:30 a.m. But right now it'd be 11:30 p.m. Gotta watch the Hawks Dogs. Oh yeah, I'll be live for that. I'll be watching the 3 of the 4 finals games. I won't be watching the Sydney derby, which is why it's very important that Hawks didn't get the Twilight game. I would have been so annoyed if I couldn't watch it. Hawthorn get one night game all season. I'm just like, don't you dare. We got a night game. I'm happy. And it's Friday night as well. Pretty good. Pretty good day. Alright, Carlos Sainz is in. So like today's game between Man United and Liverpool, it's at 4 p.m. UK time. So that'd be 1 a.m. in Melbourne right now. But in a 2 months' time, that'd be 3 a.m. in Melbourne because of the time changes. Alright, Signs out ahead of Ocon. That's good. Oh, Lewis gets past Ocon. Now he's behind Carlos. The next Ferrari driver chasing the one that's leaving. Do I like Ferrari? Yeah, I'm a Ferrari fan. I thought that was obvious. You can pick up the pace, Max. Like I was reading that. I was reading this radio message and just like, wait, what? Obviously, Max has to pit at some point, but we'll see when that is. That was obviously the Hawthorn board in the back. Yeah, but were you around when I went to Australia? Because I put a community post on this channel in Ferrari gear going to the Australian F1 race. I've been to a lot of races the past few years, and every single one I've worn Ferrari gear. So I just thought it was obvious. Oh damn! It's not a good day for Haas today. It's just not a good day for Haas. They should just pack it up and go home. Their highlights have just been mistake after mistake after crash. It's not all of it has been their fault. Like the one in lap one with Ricardo, that wasn't Hulkenberg's fault. But my days, they've had a bad day today. Stuff Red Bull. I don't mind Red Bull. It's just that I like Ferrari more. But I like Red Bull more than Mercedes, at least. Love how just like the start, you got a lot of teams together. Or to be not mainly at the top, to be fair. At the start, you had the two Haas, the two Alpines together. That's not the case. But still, you got it's like it goes two Red Bulls, two McLarens, two Ferraris, just as you do. Right. Max Pitts. That is a slow stop. But yeah, it looks like they're going for a two-stopper, Red Bull. We know he's pitting again as well because he has to, because he's gone straight to hards again. What if he's trying to? All right, Norris has been told he's allowed to race Oscar Piastri. That could be interesting. Um, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, what if Verstappen, if he's still like in the mix towards the end, what if he just goes on softs for like last 10 laps? What if that's what they're trying? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what Red Bull's strategy is here. It's a terrible pit stop as well. What are they doing, mates? I love how they're showing replays of this pit stop just to show how slow it was. You're gonna pull your stream around the same time as yeah. You don't have to. Alright, Perez pits. He's behind Max now. We just get on with it now, Max. Of course, Christian. Would it help if you did a faster pit stop, to be fair, mate? Alright, Max is now ahead of Ocon. Seems like most cars in the grid going for the two-stopper anyway. We've had no safety cars since the last 6 Grand Prix. That's elite. Well, another penalty for Haas. Kevin Magnussen got 10 seconds. Russell's past Ocon. He's recovered alright, considering how bad the start was. His target just has to be trying to get Perez, but a long way to go. Nice overtake for Magnussen. They're not having the best day cars, but you know, they got some nice moments here and there. We're about halfway through the race. If the race stays like this, and if McLaren keep the fastest lap point, they will be ahead in the Constructors' Championship after this race. But not ahead in the drivers, just yet. Still pretty big though. Ricardo in 14th. So Ocon's the only one who hasn't pitted yet. Interesting. He's 10th for now, but when he pits... I mean, I guess other cars go for 2 stoppers, so he's kind of relying on that. He wants that 1 stop. Well, he's committed now, so he's got to do it. Still feels weird that there's team names like Visa Cash App and Kick Sauber. And I know they call Visa Cash App just RB, but it still feels weird. I do like RB's car though, to be fair. It looks classic F1. Looks like a Williams actually. Speaking of Williams, I feel like I've not seen them all race. The 11th and 16th. Oh, I see one now. As soon as I mention it. In the background, just not at the forefront. They're predicting the length of this race: 1 hour, 14 minutes, 19.38 seconds. Apparently, I'm not timing that. Yeah, this is one of the fastest races on the calendar. So no surprise. Fastest lap again, Piastri. They told Norris he can battle Piastri, but it seems like Piastri just zooming ahead. Racing well, clearly. 2.5 second lead on Norris. Franco Colapinto. He's trying to make his first overtake. He does it on Gasly. Nice. Shows you how bad a race Gasly's having when he's being overtaken by a first-time driver who's in the Williams. Find it kind of sad that Carlos Sainz going there. I feel like he's better than that. Like he deserves a seat at a big racing team. Obviously, he had one at Ferrari, getting replaced by Lewis. But like, he's better than Perez. I get why McLaren wouldn't want to look for someone. That's fine. Like that makes sense. They got two very talented drivers. But he'd get in at Red Bull. He'd get a Mercedes too, but I guess obviously Mercedes going for someone young as well. Some of obviously a big name, big racing name. Lewis and Max. Once again, bro. Into Monza turn 1. They didn't crash this time, but Lewis did go off track. It's not even Lewis and Max, it's Perez and Russell, for flip's sake. My mind, when I saw Mercedes and Red Bull going to turn 1, my mind went to Lewis and Max. It was just Perez and Russell, for flip's sake. It looked like Lewis and Max the way they were racing. I didn't even see the big number 11 on the front of the Red Bull car. Hello, Rory, how are you doing? Welcome. Come on, Ferrari, yes. Got 3rd and 4th right now. Hopefully we can hold that. Well, I would prefer a 1-2, but obviously kind of everything in life. So Norris is having issues. Come on, Charles. Give Norris some trouble. Perez complaining about Russell. He let me take position, then he battles me. But, you know, he didn't overtake you, like the commentator said. It's not a bad stop from McLaren. Definitely could be faster, but it's not as bad as Verstappen's one. Norris coming out just behind Verstappen. Verstappen has to pit again, so that doesn't bode well for Max. Dream come true. I went to the Australian race in March, so I saw Ferrari 1-2 that day. Norris's front left is having an issue. Does Piastri pit now though? That's the question. They're saying in 4 laps, but obviously Norris. What if Norris undercuts him? Let's see the Australian win. They're not really a huge McLaren fan. Fair enough. He could definitely win. He's racing well enough to win. But I'm thinking about how Norris has already pitted now. With fresher tyres, he could definitely make up a few seconds the longer Piastri leaves it without pitting. Russell ate some dust. Norris is looking good, yeah. Team Tactics might still win this race. Yeah, I saw Norris also get hit, yeah, in lap 1, right? Yeah. Russell has a really bad pit stop. What on earth? I think that's even worse than Verstappen's one. He has recovered well, yeah. This race is going too fast, man. There's only 18 laps left. Checo is pitted. Team Staffos might still lose this race. The cars that have still got a pit They can always leave it late and go on softs. That is a potential option. Russell in 10th now, overtakes Danny Rick. They're asking if Max is asking if he wants if they want him to race Norris. The thing is that how much does it matter? Because Norris is right behind him and he's still got a pit. So I think he's screwed either way. Whether he fights or not. But if he fights, obviously he might lose out to other cars. So. Russell is now 9th, past Albon. Albon is quite good at getting a points finish, you know. He's always a sneaky one. You tend to see him in top 10 sometimes. You could definitely do it now, to be fair. Got Ricciardo, Colapinto and Alonso behind. But Alonso's like way behind. Right, Piastri's front left is pretty dead, he says. As I looked at my screen, I'm just like, what's that next to the line? No, it's just a pen. We just had one DNF so far, and that was in like lap 4 or something. Still no safety car in 6 races, which I'm a big fan of. Russell's past Perez now. Perez playing a little bit dirty. But to be fair, Perez is back ahead. This is good. I like to see this. Needs a brutal action. This race is flying by. I know, right? It's going too fast. It's just going way too fast. Alright, so Piastri's pit stop wasn't the smoothest, but he is out in first. Max and Lando behind him. And they're not too far behind. He definitely doesn't have that 2.4 second advantage he had before Norris pitted. And obviously you got the 2 Ferraris first and second. And I'm wondering what they're going to think about. Are they going to try and make it to the end of the race, or... What's going to happen there? Both Ferrari have only pitted once. This could be a very smart if we can make it to the end on these tyres. But Ferrari are currently 1-2 at home. It is a beautiful sight. I hope it lasts. To be fair, because Norris and Verstappen are battling, maybe Piastri could gain something. Sorry, that's my alarm. It's only been 1 hour since race start, you know. 1 hour since formation lap, actually. Not even race start. I'm already on lap 40 at 53. It better last, yeah. It would be great. Because surely, like, they've made it this far. Surely they can't pit now. And if they pitted, where would they be? Would they be ahead of? They'd be ahead of Lewis, I think. Maybe they'd be ahead of Lewis. But you don't want to drop that far down. Right, Leclerc's gone 24 laps. Sainz has gone 20 laps. Ricciardo's gone 29 on his car, so you know. Push a little more. It's only 13 laps left. Norris goes for the overtake. He's got it. He's got it. Verstappen couldn't defend that. Now what does Max do? He's behind Norris and he's still got a pit. And he has to pit as well because he's gone hard. He literally has to go on another compound. Does he just go on softs and say, screw it, I'll just go as fast as I can for 10 laps? Like, what's he going to do? Norris is 4 seconds behind Piastri. So that's not too bad for Piastri. Yeah, as the commentators are saying, I think McLaren know that Ferrari are going to the end. So they're pushing both drivers. Go. Please don't go too fast. That's the key. Let us have a 1-2. You can have 3 and 4. Okay. You had your 1-2 at Monza. It was Danny, Rick, and Norris. You had it before, mate. We don't need it again. I'm worried though because towards the end, they will be a lot faster. A lot faster. All right, Max is out the pits now. He has not gone on softs because he's not crazy like me. He's come out in 6th, behind Lewis. So I guess Ferrari would have come out in front of Lewis if they wanted to pit, but they won't. I wonder what the delay is on radio messages, because obviously they bleep out swear words. Apparently only 2 F1 drivers have won on their birthday. Carlos Sainz is 2nd on his birthday. Issue is he's 10 seconds behind. But he has got fresher tyres than Charles. Only by 4 laps though, but you never know. Forza Ferrari, indeed. Si ragazzi, let's go. I don't know Italian, but I know si ragazzi because Vettel said it after a race. The fact that it could happen is amazing as well. What I'm worried about Carlos right now because Piastri's 1.4 seconds behind. He's got much fresher tyres. I'm worried about that. Leclerc has got a nice 10-second gap to Sainz, so he has a much better chance. It's just that eventually Piastri will be within a second of Sainz. And he's getting there. He is within a second right now. Sainz needs to do a good job defending. But I don't know how much he can defend against that rocket ship McLaren. Thankfully, Sainz had DRS on a back marker. Thank you to Gasly, the Alpine, for helping there. We appreciate it. You know, Gasly won in Monza a few years ago. Was it No, it wasn't. Was it Gasly or Ocon? Can't remember. No, it was Gasly. Yeah, it was Gasly. Yeah, it was in. Yeah. Oscar is flying. It's 0.3 seconds now. Sainz has gained another lap though because obviously he had DRS on Gasly on the straight, which helped him. Main straight. Piastri's ahead. This is what I was worried about because obviously McLaren. Much fresher tyres on a faster car. Unfortunately, it's a bit harder to defend on a race like Monza where it's so easy to overtake. Alright, Leclerc's got 11.9 seconds on Piastri. So we'll see. Lap 46.53. Bro, it's Sainz's birthday. Unfortunately, Piastri once more. Alright, now Norris is coming. He's just over a second behind Carlos. Under a second now. He's going to have a DRS on the main straight. Here comes Lando. Come on, Sainz, hold it. Hold it for one more lap at least. It's about protecting Charles. Okay, he survived the main straight. But Norris is right behind him. Vote for driver of the day. I forgot to do that. I'm gonna vote for Charles because he's winning. I don't know who's gonna win though. If he wins the race, he is driver of the day. To be fair, especially considering how fast McLaren are. We're at 9.4 seconds Piastri to Leclerc. Right, I think unfortunately this is where Norris overtakes Sainz. Lap 48 down the main straight. Here we go. Yeah, too easy unfortunately. I know Sainz couldn't really fight against a car that fast, but I feel like if he defended inside, maybe he might have done something turn one, but it's fine. Sainz can hold fourth though, surely. Lewis is 12 seconds behind. And Mercedes don't have the rocket ship that McLaren do. The commentators are asking, if Leclerc wins the race, should McLaren switch positions? Should they let Norris finish second for the championship points? Interesting question. Interesting question. .3 seconds now. Max telling the team, people in the background, stay awake. Important position. He seems a little bit worried about the championship right now. What is the what's the standings before this race? I assume it's not going to update before the race ends. Verstappen 295, Norris 225. That's still a long way. Right now, what, Norris getting 15? Max getting 8. The Tifosi are cheering for Charles. Has Charles won at Monza yet? When was Ferrari's last Monza win? Arthur Leclerc is there with the team, watching along. Three more laps, come on. 7.2 seconds. Three more, not yet. 3 more laps now. Alright. 7 seconds, 3 laps. That's more than 2 seconds a lap. Look, Piastri needs to make up. Leclerc 2019. It's been a while then. think how long ago that was. That was when Vettel was still at Ferrari. 6.8 seconds. What a race. Yeah, it's been incredible. 6.3 seconds, come on. It's still 5.9 seconds. 2 laps to go. It's looking good. Did I see the comment the other day? What comment? I'm confused. McLaren should swap. Yeah, right now, if they want the Norris to get Drivers' Championship points, then yeah. If Piastri can't win, they should probably think about swapping. .2 seconds, 5 seconds. It's going out too fast. 4.7 seconds. What's going on? I know his tyres are going, but my days. One more lap. I picked the wrong year to go to Monza, man. I should have gone this year, not 2 years ago. Well, Del Piero is ready to do the checkered flag. It's 1 lap away. .9 seconds. Oh, that one. I swear he deleted that. I replied to it saying, Free fan talk about small things is funny because you should be hanging with Gold Coast, mate. The men are playing finals. Come on, Charles. I think he's got it. I was right in my vote for driver of the day. We're going to get a Ferrari win. The one stopper worked. The one stopper worked. I'm sorry for Sainz. I wish he could have got the podium too, but Charles Leclerc, he crosses the line. Yes! Si ragazzi. Oh, that's beautiful. Charles. My days. Forza Ferrari. Well, McLaren did not switch positions. Nice to get fastest lap point as well. So Norris got 16 points and Verstappen got 8. Gained a little bit, but not much. What a brilliant race. That's what we like to see. It's been 5 whole years since the last Monza win. He got driver of the day as well. I voted for him. I voted for him for driver of the day. The Ferrari fans are gonna love this. I don't know what they're saying on the radio, but it sounds emotional. What a beautiful day. Ferrari don't always have the best race at home, especially in recent years. So it's a beautiful win, especially considering that McLaren are much faster, much faster. But doing the one stopper worked to charm for Charles. What a beautiful race. Paying so much attention to that, I didn't even see like anyone else. Perez finished 8th. Albon got 9th. Well, good for him. Fair play. Got past Magnussen. Not a good day for Haas, but they got a point at least. Alonso didn't get a point. Damn. All you heard was thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy that we got a Ferrari win. Beautiful. Ferrari had their moments, you know. 1-2 in Australia. Had this race here in Monza at home. It means everything to them. And Leclerc winning in Monaco finally. Pretty damn good. What lap was it that they pitted as well? What lap did the two Ferraris pit? They went so long on those tyres, it's mad. More than half the race, I'm fairly sure. I think they pitted on lap 20 something, as far as I remember. I kind of want to see the track invasion, but how long till that happens? Monza track invasions are something else, especially when Ferrari win. You went to pub Friday night? Yeah. Hopefully it's a great game. There's a track invasion. There they come. They're finally on the way. Nice photo shoot there from Charles. I see apparently McLaren couldn't do a two-stopper. Oh, one-stopper, sorry. I'm just staying for track invasion. Otherwise I would have... show me more of that, mate. I can listen to Oscar in the background. Seeing that in person was crazy 2 years ago. And that's only for second place. Charles was only second 2 years ago, but... Yeah, it was amazing being there. Can't imagine what it's like being there now with a Ferrari win. So now, when was the last Ferrari Imola win? We need an Imola win now. Piastri's saying I mean, he said it 2 minutes ago. I'm going to bring it up. He's saying we should have thought about the one stopper, but Norris said there was no chance of it. They're ready for that podium. I'm going to stay for the podium celebrations because I can tell it's going to be amazing atmosphere-wise. I don't know what Charles is saying, but I'm sure it's an amazing message. Hello, Captain LF. How you doing? Next one is Baku. Baku's an early race as well, isn't it? Like midday compared to 2 p.m. Yeah, it's midday. And Singapore's only 1 p.m. to be fair. You can sleep well tonight. Yep. Sleep very well tonight after this. Five years in a row, apparently, that the front row sitters have not won the race in Monza. 'Red Bull McLaren very close in the constructors. As for the drivers, I think this Leclerc win definitely doesn't help Norris. He needs a lot to go his way the last few races. Still possible though. Norris very quiet in the cool down room. What did Charles say? What did they cut it off? Charles like, there's an easy race compared to what? Compared to what? Yeah, there's nothing quite like Ferrari at Monza, especially when they win. I saw something just like this 2 years ago, and Charles already finished second that day. It's on a vlog that I did 2 years ago on a different channel. But, like, it's just like, the fact that he's won on top of that, it's just like, it's amazing. That's why I'm staying, because I know how amazing that site is. You fought Joe Biden. I know exactly who you're talking about. So I can kind of see the resemblance a little bit, especially from a distance. Close up, I can't see it, but from a distance, I can see it. Close up, I'm just like, that's a different guy, clearly, but from a distance, that's like, oh, Joe Biden. Here comes Charles. You can hear the cheers. Well, if someone wants to race outside, that's a motorbike. Is that MotoGP, yeah? That's the wrong sport, mate. That's a nice sound effect for the stream, even though just some motorcyclists just driving down the road outside. Where's the silence? Where's the national anthem? I was gonna say. Monaco national anthem. Anyone here actually been to Monaco? I went there. It's so like it's surprising how small it is. Great place for rich people though. Now the Italian one. Love him singing along. You subbed? Oh, that's awesome, man. I'll be able to, because my workplace, I work every 3 Sundays, so I get 2 Sundays off. So I'll be able to watch the next two. I know that, as long as I'm awake. Baku and Singapore, and also Mexico and Brazil. I'm off the days of those races too. Forza Ferrari. I was waiting for the red smoke. There it is. I could barely see Charles. I do appreciate the commentator said nothing. I don't mean just for national anthems. Like for a while they said nothing, and it was perfect. These trophies are very unique. I'm sure Norris can't break that one. There's the podium. I love how none of them spray each other until Piastri did it to Leclerc. That sight is amazing. Eminem really doesn't like Ferrari. He must be a Red Bull fan, or a McLaren fan, or a Mercedes fan. I'm loving the camera work. The whole straight is just filled up with Tifosi is brilliant. I wonder if F1 drivers keep those caps they get after a race. I bet there's some F1 drivers have like a big collection of caps from podiums. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. So yeah, I hope to do more of these streams the rest of the season. Um, I work only one Sunday every 3 weeks, so as far as I'm working next Sunday, but there's no race next Sunday, so that's good. But I'll be I won't be working on the days of Baku and Singapore, and also Brazil and Mexico. So hopefully I'll be live for more. I used to do this like almost every week, not every week, but I used to do it a lot 2 years ago. Last season, not so much, but last season I was like working pretty much every time there was a race. It was so annoying. Uh, but yeah, imagine being there. It would be amazing. Yeah, it would be incredible. It was incredible for me 2 years ago, but obviously Ferrari only got second. But yeah, that was fun. A lot of people watched today. To be fair, a lot of people watched looking at the stream stats. My days. Uh, but yeah, this has been really fun. I really enjoyed the stream today, and hopefully I'll be streaming this again in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all soon. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.